Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back. Obviously, Kay ended up getting her skills here, so we're gonna take a look at her ultimate because I have never seen Kay's ultimate before, and I'm actually curious after waiting so long, what does it look like? And then we're gonna take a look at her kit. So I do think Kay is like a cool looking character. I think her design is great. I think all of these little things about Kay, but the only thing is she's an SMG character, which I'm not too happy about. They are easy to control and use. Obviously, they're like literally a submachine gun, but they're usually weak. Like a DPS submachine gun character, they're just usually weak. She's okay. She has thunder just storming down. 30 stacks or something is good. I feel like 30 stacks or something is good. Oh. Okay, that's kind of creepy. But she has... Okay, that is very creepy. But it's okay. I hope she's good, because she looks like she has a lot going on just from her skill information there. Or her thing here. Okay, so she's an electric burst 3 attacker. Okay, electric burst 3 attacker. She's Elysion, right? Again, an Elysion buffer. I'm running a buff to Elysion class, more DPS, we love to see it. She has a lot going on here, so let's take a look. So it says the first skill, Scales of Righteousness, activates when firing the last bullet, affects self. Titled skill, crit rate increases by 0.75% continuously, it stacks up to 100 times. Oh my god. And then stack count of tilted skill increases by 29 times every single time she fires the last bullet. So you don't want max ammo capacity on this character, right? You really don't want this. You want to get to that last bullet as much as possible. And when she's fully stacked up, that's what basically, I think that's what. Is that not 75% crit rate buff? Let me just take a look at that real quick and pull up a calculator. Where's my phone? Hold on, I'm just going to pull up a calculator real quick to see what that is looking like, y'all. Because I think that's a 75% crit rate buff. 0.75 times 100 is a 75% crit rate buff. That's crazy. Okay, so with certain characters, we could probably get like 100% crit rate buff. Anyways, activates when the pellets land critical hits 4 times. Affects the target, deals 23.9% of final attack as additional damage to her normal attacks. So that's not bad. For a submachine gun, every 4 bullets that crits. Very, very nice. Okay, that's cool. And then when the full burst ends, effect self removes tilted skill. Okay, so she can fully stack up quite quickly, most likely. And then obviously when the full burst ends, she will lose all her stacks and have to restart. I think that's fair, rather than her just having crit rate permanently at 75% is quite crazy, but sure. Activates when gaining tilted skill, affects all allies. This is skill 2, Fulfillment of Righteousness. Okay, so all allies get this. They end up getting reduced max ammo capacity but increase attack damage. They have their attack ammo or their max ammo capacity decreased by 51.13% for 10 seconds. And then their attack damage is increased by 10% for 10 seconds. Sure. Activates when full burst ends, affects all allies, remove Fulfillment of Righteousness. So already electric burst 3 attacker. She's a character that kind of requires you to have less ammo capacity and stuff like that, and she lowers the ammo capacity of all her allies. I'm already seeing obviously Kay and Summer Anise, right? Because Summer Anise needs to have basically no bullets as well to go crazy. So Kay and Summer Anise might just be quite crazy there. I wish she gave that crit rate buff to everybody though, rather than just herself, but it's okay, right? It's really not that big of a deal. Anyways, her burst skill, affects self, changes the weapon in use. Damage is increased by 92.5% of the final attack. Pellet count increased by 10, and then attack speed decreased by 90%. The duration of this is 10 seconds. An additional effect is an attack buff by 63% of casted attack for 10 seconds, and an attack damage buff by 21%. So yeah, I don't know about that last part of her burst skill. So it says literally changes the weapon in use. I don't know what it's changing to. We'll have to go back into the gameplay to see that. But the damage is increased. So normal attack damage is going to be increased by, or not even increased. It just changes the damage to 92.5%, where I guess she was originally doing 5.55%. And this is a final attack, right? The pellet count is increased, or is just 10. So she has 10 bullets, I guess. Attack speed decreases by 90%. So does she become a shotgun character or something? Let's just go back to the gameplay and take a look. What does she become when she uses her burst skill? A shotgun character. So she's literally meant to be used with Summer Anise. I mean, not to an extent, like you don't have to use her with Summer Anise, but like it kind of, the fact that she changes into a shotgun character and her whole gimmick kind of resembles Summer Anise's kit, it's like, it just seems like it's going to be a good combo. And this goes to only herself, but basically she will have an attack damage buff of 21% and attack buff of 63% of the caster's final attack for herself. So realistically, Kay and Summer Anise could be just a great combo for just burst 3 DPSs. Like I think rotating between Kay and rotating between Summer Anise is really just going to be a good combo, especially since, you know, Kay is going to be decent until you use her burst skill, and then she's going to just switch into a shotgun character. And remember, if you don't know what Summer Anise does, Summer Anise actually buffs up, where is she? Here. Summer Anise buffs up from freaking any electrical allies reload speed and attack buff. It gives them an attack buff when anytime they enter a full burst. So Kay and Summer Anise seem to be the combo, which I don't expect a lot of people to even have. Summer Anise came out 2 years ago. I think she reran last year, but like at the same time, a lot of people were not playing until recently with Cinderella and Little Mermaid and even Rappy's release. A lot of new people have been playing since then, and they don't have access to Summer Anise. So I would say to skip this completely. I think she's a good character. I just think you should put her in the wish list. Obviously after this banner, Eve is coming out, y'all. I'm not being funny or anything, but the Stellar Blade collab is happening after this banner goes away. And I would recommend you summon for the Stellar Blade collab over Kay, a character you can get any time of the week. I mean, I would expect more reruns for something like Stellar Blade because it shifts its own thing, but like, you gotta get what I'm getting at, right? It just realistically, your best bet is to simply summon for the Stellar Blade collab and then pity this character with don't pity her, but like just put her on the wish list and hope to get her, right? Either from that or modes or friendship, whatever. She's going to be on any and every single banner after her banner goes away. There's a lot of chances of getting this character, trust me. A lot of the characters I have skipped on, I've gotten a decent amount of them. I think the only characters that I'm missing that I still do not own is Crust, Brady, and Anchor. Everybody else I have. I have Mast, I have everybody else. Trina. These are a lot of characters I skipped this year. I have them all. So besides those 3. So yeah. Kay, is she good? I'd say so. I wouldn't say she's broken. I'd say she's decent. We'll see what her damage is looking like before I can say she's broken. But is she a actually useful DPS? Yes. She should be a good DPS. So we'll see what she's looking like. But for now, it's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys at the next one. I'm out. Peace.